Greetings, my beloved friends, my readers, and those who follow my website. Before I begin on the second video, I would like to address something very special, and that is a prayer, because today is a very, very special day. Beloved Spirit of God, that is in every human being, I come before you in a humble way, that thou will help me, assist me, and also assist those that will follow with this video to understand, to share, to give, not only about the greatness of the divine decree that had made for humanity, but also for all of those new earth. I thank you for this moment, and as always, I love you unconditionally. I will seek thy strength, and I will seek more and more each day that trust and that belief, and so it is. Again, greetings, my friends. It is a joyous day. This will be a first video, a two-part video that I will do this weekend. Today is May the 30th, and it is also the beginning of the 6th day of the code that I mentioned in the previous article, and also the video. That means that we enter a 6-day program. A 6-day that I am about to share with you will be doing on my second video. What I want to do today is reflect in what has taken place the last 3 days. As you know, the first 3 days was simply the preamble of something far greater that we have ever experienced. It may seem that nothing has taken place, but in reality, much has taken place. I can assure you. I've been witnesses of it. My loved one has been witness of it. My brother, who was traveling with me to North Carolina, was very surprised of an event that I will share with you. Yes, there has been some anomalies. In other words, so things were not normal. The weather definitely has been an impacted one on this holiday weekend. Most people planned for a beautiful, warm weekend filled with enthusiasm and joy, and found out that really rain came upon us. The element of rain placed the earth. And so there were some disappointments. Now, some of you may feel that nothing really took place, but believe me, it had taken place. To tell you first, I witnessed something very beautiful. My brother and I were traveling, like I said, to North Carolina to spend time with his family, his children. Around 6:30, 6:31, we both witnessed a flash of light. It came through like, imagine a wave. When you are in, let's say at the ocean, you know how the waves come in like in a ripple. This one was white, okay? It was very fast. It just came through the windshield through us, and it went, and then all of a sudden it was gone. My brother said, "What was that?" And I said, "That was light." He said, "Where did it come from?" And he was a little, of course, very perplexed, very surprised. And I started thinking immediately, I says, this is the first wave. This is the first initial wave of all that is to take place until June the 11th or 12th. And of course, to the June 21st solstice. And then all of a sudden I decided, oh my gosh, I got to check this out. Let me quickly look at the clock. Of course, the clock in my car was a little bit, I have 2-3 minutes ahead because I always keep it about it. So I had to go back to my telephone real quickly, and I looked at it, it was at 6:32. So it might have taken place at 6:31. Now, as I travel, I was quietly asking myself various things about, well, you know, what this is going to do. And I began then to have a pressure on my left ear. Really, very, very deep. Sort of like you just have water and you can't get it out, especially after you go swimming. And it was somewhat uncomfortable. My brother was having the same issue. He says, you know, I feel my ears are kind of like ringing. Like they're going this. And I say, brother, I want to be honest with you. I say, we just got hit with an energy of light. Now, I have not expressed to him all in detail about what I knew what was taking place, but I did share with him some of them made him to be at ease. Well, shortly after that, I began to feel a little bit nauseous. I felt a lot of heaviness on me and tiredness. I feel like when you're out in the ocean, when the waves are coming in, you know how it hits you on the chest and you're standing right there taking it and taking it and then when you get out, you seem to be like you've been bombarded. Really, somebody took a hammer and kept hitting you on the chest, and I felt that way. I felt for about a few minutes. It lingered and slowly began to dissipate. Well, that was one part. Part number two, I called my wife here, still at work, and I said to her, honey, I'm interested to find out, did you experience anything today? Because I was letting her know that during the ending of the 3 days, the 72 hours, we should feel something. And she said, honey, you won't believe me. I was waiting for you to get home to tell you. She says, guess what? At around 6:30, I felt heaviness. And I felt like a light came in, and then all of a sudden, the whole hospital, all the light began to flicker. And they flickered for about maybe 3 to 5 seconds, and then everything came normal. And then she expressed the same thing to me, how she felt immediately a few minutes after that, heavily feeling, heavy chested, nausea, some sort of like a little bit off balance, and but she knew that I would tell her that some physical manifestation would be of the high energy or the frequency coming in or the light that will cause that, but not to alarm herself, just to feel the same one. Well, to tell you the story, shortly after that, of course, I arrived at the family's, my brother's family, and we pretty much entertained, talking about various aspects of what had taken place and will be taking place with the family. Later on, I also share with my brother something that he shared with me. He says, my legs, my arms, the muscles on the upper part of my leg, it says they're beginning to hurt. Like they feel like something is crimping on it. I said, well, that's interesting. I said, I feel the same way, but I just thought it because we've been sitting and traveling for a long time. But even after we walk around and try to ease off some of it, we sat down and still come back. Were there some of the indications? Yes, and I'm sure that some of you have already experienced different ones, okay? All I can tell you is, yes, we did have received it. It may not seem that it was so prevalent that everybody was aware of it. Don't feel bad. You felt sensations, but you better preoccupy for other things that was going on. It was a Memorial Day weekend. You may all be planning hamburgers, going out, having family and everything, and you be preoccupied. So, but that doesn't mean that your body did not got affected, because this goes through our body to every single cell and atom that we have, every molecule. So that was one of the experiences. I noticed also very thoroughly that at the beginning of the 3 days, I spent a sense of split. That's the word, separation, even though it may not have been. I found that during the first 48 hours, okay, that's the 26 and the 27, I found on 28 part of it too, I found a lot of people being very amiable, very friendly. I mean, it was like incredible. Even children were like smiling, and in fact, I wear my Vietnam veteran hat, and they were coming around and saying, thank you for your service. We appreciated that. And of course, I responded that I thanked them, and I said that, today to be blessed for someone else, because I experienced when I came in the disappointment, and it hurt. So basically, receiving that was great. And then at the same time, I was able to see all the people very friendly, very happy, smiling and feeling good. I find them laughing. In fact, I found a couple of lovely ladies at breakfast time, and it was enthusiastic, because this is the way that we're supposed to relate in the coming 10 years. This is in the next coming decade. And of course, our children, your grandchildren, by the way, will be the ones that actually be manifesting a lot of this benevolence, compassion, and a lot of this part of us of unconditional love that we're being prepared for. But what I wanted to do is that I want to title this video specifically for one thing. I wanted to call you the great ones, and I thought about the chosen ones, okay? But that's going to by the name of my novel. But what I really wanted was to let you know, both my readers, my viewers, to know that this is very, very important. This is vital. It may not seem, okay, that it is. It's a time like the Noah. Remember Noah building the ark, the ark? Okay, building the boat, let's bear the ship, okay? And people passing by. And it's sunny, blue sky and everything. And they were going like, ha ha ha, look at Noah's at it again out there, and they were laughing at him, saying, well, nothing has happened. Where's the water? Ha ha, and they kept buying. It may be one of those situations that we need to emotionally and in a way spiritually to experience what has taken place or is taking place during this period of time, this three phase period. So getting back again, title will be really to the heroes. I got to tell the truth that, this day means a lot to me too. Okay? We have been through wars and conflicts, and we could not even relate to have peace anywhere. We spent thousands of years fighting. Many of you, many of you, in the different life that you had on this earth, you died by the sword. Maybe you were hung. Maybe you were stoned. Maybe you were crucified. So much pain was invested for humanity to be free, to get to this stage right now, this 2021. Since 2012, we've been restoring, or at least influence, the outcome or divine freedom. We've subjugated to so much pain for thousands of years that now ahead of us the future is built on goodness, compassion, and unconditional love. So to all of those that had passed away, or those who gave their life for the freedom of every human being, especially in this nation, my heart goes to their families. And I take my hat to you, because I too encounter and I too die by the sword. Heaven knows many times if I can share you the different lives and how that ended, it'll surprise you. But the reality is we all pay a very dear price for the freedom humanity did. And we will now succeed, because now we have been rewarded for the coming freedom that we want to experience it. And our children's children will experience it. So I'm thrilled, and you should be thrilled to be here on this earth during this season. Believe me, you chose to be here. And I cannot tell you the joy and the happiness that I have to wake up every morning and to see the day closer and closer for the great source, the great creator, our great God, to finally give us, shall we call, that title, that knighthood, for every light worker that has worked on this earth, for every star seed that came, volunteer, okay, to help the coming of the new earth. And yes, we will find that out, as I mentioned in the first video. We are not alone, folks, and get ready. This is one of the things that you are going to need to grasp and be strong. We're not alone. There are hundreds of other creatures. And yes, they do follow the great creator, the one you know as God, Yahweh. Okay? He is benevolent. He is love, unconditional love, and loves you more than you could ever imagine, no matter what you have done and who you are. And this is the season. So this video may title for two things. Again, the great heroes, for those who provide us this opportunity to be here, and the chosen ones, the ones that are ascending, the ones that are being highlighted, the ones that are going up to help onto the new earth, and will become, as you can say, there has been a lot of issues about the 144,000, okay, that you find in the book of Revelation. Well, for the time being, don't worry about the numbers. What I want you to concern yourself that there will be angelic, divine forces that will be available to assist humanity. And that, I can assure you, is truth. Now, I would like to add something again, that we are beginning to the 6th day, okay? This is the first day, 30th of May. Right now, there is a sense of vagueness, a sense of you will find some emotional aspects that yes, you are beginning to be with friends and all of that, and but by the day of that, by Tuesday, you start feeling a little different, and hopefully you will start also seeing various true indications of what is taking place. Okay, and what I mean simply reminding you that disclosures, there are going to be stuff that are start coming out. Some are not going to make sense. Some just simply lend an ear. Be like a person that is watching a game and don't have a need to take side. You're just watching it for fun. Watch what one team try to do, outdo the other one. You just sit there, enjoy your popcorn, enjoy your hot dog, and whatever refreshment do you have, enjoy it. It's a game, but it's a very serious game for humanity. Be strong, be steady, be faithful. Be faithful to the cause that is in your heart. I once mentioned in the video number 1 that the Spirit of God, my beloved friends, my dear people, the Spirit of God, the essence of God is in you. I cannot stress this so much because it is imperative for you to recognize that, you know what? You are magnificent. Why do I say you're magnificent? Because you are, okay, divine. You are the creation of a mighty God. He is the source. He is the creator. You are his child. And that means that whatever ailment, whatever it is, you can reach it. You can read deep inside and say, Spirit of God, this is my ailment. I seek your help. Okay? I woke up at 4:44 this morning. 4:44. What does that mean? Well, 444 is synchronicity. It is a sign, it's a symbol that tells you you are on the right track. You are being obedient. You are watching. You are feeling the inner power of that spirit. And you can talk to it. You can talk to it just like you would talk to a very dear friend. I urge you, please take time. Okay? There's nothing in YouTube, there's nothing on TV, there's nothing out there that should distract you to be able to communicate to the best part of you, and that is the Spirit of God. It is always, it has been there, and it will never leave you abandoned. Never is going to abandon you. So, the 6th day is that part. It is coming to a reflection. It's coming to an understanding who you are. Not what you are, but who you are. And the qualities and the potentials and the things that are divine in you that you can use and manifest. You don't have to pray for something that you praying for needs. Pray for thanks also. Give thanks at everything. Mentioned earlier before, don't matter from the time you drink a glass of water, from the time you get up. Okay? Thank God. Thank God. Always says, Lord, thank you for everything you give me. Water, air, food, everything that you can. The peace. Oh, great. The peace that you have on a day. That is my point. And secondly is the 6th day is also going to help you in your consciousness. The word I want you to remember here in the second video, quantum. Quantum. What does quantum mean? Well, quantum is a frequency, it's an energy that is being received right now. We are feeling part of this. It is coming directly from the sun, but it's also come from the center of our galaxy, which is the center of the creator. He's being 6 on it. And it's now important to recognize that it's for you. You are the motive, the reason for all of this. Gaia is also, but more important, was vital, it is for you too. We are entering another section of value, and I'll kind of put this real quickly here, and I'll outline it for you for what purpose. This, of course, is the preparation. I already mentioned we have a preparation period, a reflection. We are going to visit the ETs. I can guarantee you that. Okay? You also are going to and to understand the greatest value of benevolence, the goodness and compassion, which is the key of this sixth one. As we begin, event begins to happen, and you'll see them. You begin to use your mind, also your thought. You begin to evaluate. What I want you to do is do not judge. What I want you to do is simply reflect on it. And if there's anything in it, look at the goodness of it and say, Lord God, for whatever it is, if you witness an accident, pray and say, Lord God, Spirit of God, let no harm that I come. And even if they hurt, make sure that they will recover. Make sure you're there for them, and so on and so on. Every possible way you manifest compassion, charity, love, the attention, the benevolence that you need. This is what this 6 days about. They are. Okay? And this is the thing that we have to understand. What was created on the sixth day? Mankind. Well, isn't mankind right now the one that's being affected with it? Absolutely. So I beseech you, all of you, all my readers, to go ahead, practice that compassion, practice that benevolence, and practice that charity. Okay? Remove yourself from all the negativity that is on the world right now. The jealousy, the greed, the anger, the despair, the fears, which is not. The opposite of love is fear. So if you love God, why do you have fear of God? Why do you have fear of Him helping you through it all now? Shouldn't be. So therefore, practice love. Practice love. Above all, practice forgiveness. This 6th day are the days of forgiveness also. As you practice benevolence, you will practice forgiveness. Okay? Yes, you will find individuals that will not manifest that. But here's a secret. Once you see numbers being doubled, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 1, 1, okay, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, you've been blessed. You are being given, okay, signs that you're on the right track of ascension, that you are also manifesting within yourself the knowledge that what? Some goodness is taking. You must trust that whatever is taking place around you on this earth is for the goodness of all of humanity. And it is a gift from the divine God, the creator, the source, is providing it for all of humanity. So this 6 days, reflect, think. You have planned to do something new? You want to make a change in your job, your ideology, you want to paint, you want to learn a guitar, play the guitar, or you want to build a birdhouse. Do it. Feel the joy of creating and doing. You will succeed. Do it with an open heart, a true heart, not some fallacy or some things that don't have value. What is important is that at the end of the 6th day, when I make my 3rd video, you will recognize the changes. Until then, my beloved friends and my dear readers, I would always be here to guide you, just like my guides are guiding me. They're wise. Sometimes they agree with me. Sometimes they don't let me have my ways because they're looking for the best for me. We don't argue. I understand that those white guides are there to guide me. And I know the Spirit of God is in me. And the Spirit of God will always provide for me, as He has done all of my life, and especially during this life. So as we enjoy this Memorial Day weekend tomorrow to finalize it, and you enjoy the festivities of it, remember the many, the hundreds, the thousands, the millions of beings that gave their life for freedom. Think about all the wars that we have been in it, and all the people that have passed away and died for one thought only: to be free. To be free, to be free. And soon, my friends, humanity will be free of the darkness. Light is winning, and it's all around you. So with that in mind, I would like to say, may the peace of the Lord be with you. May his kindness, his goodness, may his excellent love, who is unconditional, reach the deepest and profound regions of your heart. And may the Spirit of God that it is in you right now send the spark of life, of joy within you immediately and release you from the bondage of the darkness, from the hatred, from the worry of imperfection, from the fear of having not enough, or feeling abandoned. I can tell you, God has never abandoned you. In fact, if it's anything else more, truthfully, is we have abandoned God. But he's been there waiting every single breath of you and every single beat of your heart. So with that in mind, you have a very joyful Memorial Day tomorrow. Celebrate with a contrite heart, with a heart full of love and kindness. And when you're looking up at your grandkids, looking up at the beauty of the future they have and the past that you built for them. Be proud, be honored, and be happy, and be joyful that all that will be accomplished. And we shall live together on a new earth, because I will be there. And I'll be there to guide you if you need be also. And so it is. And God bless you all.